Life goes on for us here as well as the Philippines Football League brought to you by Qatar Airways as we welcome you to this Sunday afternoon. Match at hand is Stallion Laguna FC hosting Kaya FC Iloilo in just a short while. Kickoff set for 3:30 in the afternoon. Originally it was 4 p.m. but of course just to give better visibility to our players and a better playing condition, it is moved to 3:30 in the afternoon. Mabuhay Pilipinas, we welcome you once again to our live and exclusive broadcast presentation. This is Stallion hosting the league leaders Kaya FC Iloilo. Levi Verora on the call, and you are joining us via our Facebook and YouTube platforms as we are set for kickoff in just a short while. And let's take a look at the league standings. Nabanggit nga natin, Kaya FC Iloilo still on top of the league table. They have 8 wins and 2 losses, 24 points overall, just leading United City FC and Dynamic Herb Cebu FC, while not far behind, of course, is Stallion Laguna FC with their 5 wins for 15 points. Let's take a look at the starting rosters for both sides. We start, of course, with the home team. And here is a good look at their lineup. Not much changes here, only Kainoa Bailey, player number 15, the change here for Coach Ernie Nieras. But other than that, it's basically the same doon sa likuran, in the midfield, and of course, doon sa harapan as you have the likes of Abu C and Finn McDaniel ready to do the damage. Dumako tayo sa Kaya FC Iloilo and how they plan to, of course, solve yung kawalan dito ni Nano Amita, a 1-game suspension that leads to some changes. Odi Menzi, player number 44 dyan sa bandang ibaba ng inyong screens, will make the start here for Kaya FC Iloilo, joined by the likes still of Janjan, Melissa, Ryofuji, Daiso Horikoshi, Robert Lopez Mendy. And yan ang aantabayan na natin as we bring you in just a short while the official march in of the players and kick-off. Magbabalik po kami. This is Stallion Laguna and Kaya FC Iloilo, round number 2.
Hindi ako sir.
At nagpapatuloy po tayo dito sa Philippines Football League 2022-2023 season, brought to you by Qatar Airways. Ginagagalak po namin na kayo ay makasama dito po sa loob ng PFF National Training Center sa Carmona, Cavite, as we welcome the teams of Stallion Laguna FC, clad in pink and white, and of course Kaya FC-Iloilo. In just a short while will be shown in your screens in their all black with the golden trim. Ang ating match at hand, Stallion Laguna FC hosting Kaya FC-Iloilo, the league leaders, dito sa Carmona, Cavite, as we have a good look at Nieras and Simone Rota. Of course, Matthew Nieras, player number 3 for Stallion Laguna. The march in is done, and we will have the kickoff in just a short while. Stallion Laguna riding on a 3-match winning streak without conceding any goal. Michael Asong, their designated goalkeeper, with 3 clean sheets in as many assignments. And Stallion Laguna looking good in their last 3 appearances. 2-0 against the Ascals development team, 4-0 against Mendiola FC 1991, and 4-0 once again against Maharlika Manila FC. And titingnan natin if they can sustain that momentum against no less than one of the league giants here in Kaya FC Iloilo. Kick-off set for 3:30 p.m. in just a few moments. We will start this match. An intriguing look for both Stallion and Kaya as we continue professional football here in the Philippines. Weather conditions have improved significantly, not only here in Cavite, as we kick off Stallion Laguna FC and Kaya FC Iloilo here in Carmona. And as we formally begin our match, we would of course like to extend our sincerest thoughts and prayers to everyone affected by Typhoon Paeng, not just here in Calabarzon but also throughout the entire country. Ang ating mga kababayan, we are just fortunate to have football with us, and yung ating mga player, of course, the teams, the clubs. As we see Kaya with the early incursion here, they go to Daizo, and that will be collected by Michael Asong. First touch of the match. As we are, again, like what we mentioned, just the privilege our players have, they're not taking it for granted. Bibigay lang ng konting kasiyahan dito in the form of sports. That's what sports is. And we take a good look at Stallion Laguna here. Again, armed with a 3-match winning run. And this is a big challenge for them. The first time these two clubs met, that was last month, September 3, 2022. It was a 3-0 victory by Kaya at the Rizal Memorial Football Stadium. So it's a matter of repeat versus revenge here, as this is of course round number 2. Trying to keep that possession in play was Abusi. It will go the other way. We spoke with the coaching staff of Stallion early on before kickoff. They want to counter quickly, but at the same time, we want to stop and neutralize the likes of Robert Lopez Mendy, Daizo Horikoshi, who of course is the leading assists maker in the league. For Kaya FC, it is being mindful of the counter-attack here from Stallion, but also they had to make one change because Nano Amita, of course, not present, will serve a 1-match suspension. Kaya, as they send it back inside the box, and that shot just grazes the back of the crossbar. This was the incursion early on Unable to make the connection was Daiso for Robert Lopez Mendy. It's going to be a corner here for Kaya FC early on. 3rd minute, it's going to be the first. And who else to take this and deliver but player number 20, Daiso Horikoshi. Not only does he have the most assists in the league, he also has 6 goals for Kaya FC Iloilo. He directs, they take it quickly. And the defense was there for the men in pink as they send it away. Making the chase was Finn McDaniel, but possession will be kept by Kaya for now. Adi Menzi making the start here for Kaya FC Iloilo, as we mentioned on the top of the coverage. So, Takusalme and Rota doon sa likuran. Then of course you have the likes of Angeles Marco Casambre, one of the goal scorers dun sa kanilang 4-1 victory over Maharlika Manila FC. Nieras. Bailey will send it over to the middle muna kay Aristorenas. This is a good first try for Stallion Laguna, but they have to keep the possession to be able to do that. And here is the attempt at a chance from the left flank. Stallion Laguna taking their time, and they send it all the way back to Michael Asong. Villarreal looks ahead, sends a long one, intended for Abu C, but it is Kenry Balobo who was there to attend to that ball. Coach Yu Hoshida of Kaya FC Iloilo also mentioning that in order for them to avoid the counterattacks from Stallion Laguna, they have to ensure that they're protecting the hold of the ball of possession. Although that time around, just as we say that, mawawala ang bola sa kanila, they had to clear it out. So a throw in here for Stallion. Nieras wearing the captain's armband, sends it inside the box. Contact was made but no follow-up. Aristorenas able to turn a little bit, but the defense was there for Kaya. Oh, second ball for Stallion. Weaving past the defense and collected by Balobo. That was Bailey from Stallion. The first shot here. Almost an errant pass there from Takusalme. They send it over to the left side. Casambre gets a touch. Daiso. Oh, good through ball to Casambre, who chases that one. Making the connection there for Giganto. Stallion Laguna recovering just in time. As Casambre will throw it back in play. We go inside. Closer to the box. Bit of a scramble there between Villarreal and the player from Kaya. It ends up with Leo Fuji. Here's the header, it's in! Just like that for Kaya FC Iloilo. Once again, the opener here. And it's the Japanese connection. Daiso Horikoshi heads it in. A brilliant sequence here for Kaya FC Iloilo as they strike first. And a 1-0 advantage for the visitors. So See that once again. Rio Fuji initially sending it to Casambre, who was barely contested. And then Daiso Horikoshi will just have to finish. And you can see the frustration on the faces of the Stallion side. Asong, the goalkeeper, and of course the defense ng kanilang back four. And it's got to be frustrating goal to concede, obviously. No pressure for Casambre, who just delivered that lob. And Daiso Horikoshi with the finish, as Casambre will win possession back for Kaya after the attempt for Abu C. And Horikoshi is once again making the attack deep into the left flank. Nieras, well, does his best not to concede another corner at the very least. It's going to be a throw in here for Kaya. Good effort on the part of Nieras. Casambre, as we mentioned, one of the goal scorers. Possession will not be kept inside the field. So we take a good look. Their number 17, Robert Lopez Mendy. Didn't start the season here, but now making immediate impact here for Kaya. He has found the back of the net in some of the matches. Actually, several of them. As we go back and forth here, it's going to be a second corner won by Kaya FC-Iloilo. It goes without saying that they are very dangerous in these set pieces. And Horikoshi already the goal scorer here as we approach the 10th minute mark of the match. Here's the delivery for Daiso. And whistle is blown here. Kaya will lose control. Into a goal kick here for Mike Asong. We are past 10 minutes here in the match between Stallion Laguna FC and Kaya FC Iloilo. And if you're just joining us, Daiso Horikoshi was once again the kickstarter here for Kaya FC Iloilo, slotting in a header past Mike Asong around the 7th minute of the match of Marco Casambre assist. And that is the difference so far. So a 1-0 lead for the league leaders against Stallion Laguna FC, who are of course trying to preserve that streak that they have, a string of wins. They want to of course pull closer to the league leaders in that 1, 2, 3 Kaya, Cebu, and United City, the upper half of the league table. Well, our linesman saying it's Kaya possession. It eventually ends up with Jan Melisa, who is reinserted back into the starting lineup here for Kaya. Bailey, oh, good defending that time by Casambre. And it ends up with him. Good slide that time around from Angeles. Alan Angeles, that is, of course. But Kaya, perhaps that time rushing around. Daiso, walang sumama sa kanya doon for the follow-up. Stallion Laguna FC Of course, they host their home games doon sa Binyan Football Stadium. But of course, the weather conditions last night, it was just a ravaging typhoon for most parts of the northern Philippines in general. Robert Lopez Mendy, as they take a dummy here. Daizo, he has room. And great save that time around by Mike Asong. Great timing on the part of Asong. And using those legs, just extending them to prevent further trouble here for Stallion. We'll see that again. The dummy, of course, from Robert Lopez Mendy moments. And Daizo, after flicking that, it was Asong doing his job. Takusalme getting in the way of Abu C, who was trying to make a run. Kainoa will control. And now it is Stallion Laguna on the counter. Let's see if anything materializes here for the men in pink. They send it to the middle. Bailey deep into the right flank. Will lob it inside. That one intended for Abu C. But again, the black shirts were there. Silva will get his touch here. And Stallion Laguna FC, paunti-unti, getting a fair share of the volume of possessions here. That's what you like if you're Stallion Laguna. Obviously a confidence booster here, having won 3 in a row. Weather conditions here in Carmona, Cavite. We have, of course, an overcast and a bit windy as well. Villarreal and Robert Lopez Mendy. It is once again Kaya FC-Iloilo taking their time. Rota, the veteran, the captain, wearing the armband in the place of Jovin Bedic. They send a long one and nobody home there. Marco Casambre, quick to acknowledge as well. Medyo napalayo on the target. Stallion Laguna will try to weave it into their attacking third, but just as I say that, Jan Meliza quite excited that time around with a shot straight into the midst of Mike Asong. Linesman raising the flag, and it's going to be Stallion Laguna on the offensive once again. They send it inside the box, but Takusalme was there and denied into safety for Kaya as someone is dispossessed. Daizo. Kaya will try to attack. Sending it backwards first to Takusalme and now Rota. We've seen that employed against Maharlika Manila FC when they again went on to take a 4-1 win. Talking about Kaya FC-Iloilo, and they're doing much of the same here, taking their time, trying to string together some few crisp passes. And of course, once the defense opens up, they'll try to pounce on the opportunity. As we see Rota and Taco Salme here, of course, discussing, and now they go to the opposite side. Able to turn is Kaya. This is Robert Lopez Mendy. And a good effort that time around for Finn McDaniel. Or was that Jorol Aristorenas to just bother? It was Aristorenas and Villarreal. That's just a preview, a glimpse of how dangerous it can get for Kaya once they get to their attacking third. Jan Meliza will be the designated taker of this. I believe the third corner kick won already. First from that side of things. No, masyadong mababa that time around. Doon sa kanyang aerial as Daiso looks like he just tripped upon himself. One of the few instances that we will see Kaya, of course, lose possession unforced. Asong, of course, from San Beda University. You know that it's going to be a busy afternoon for him as he tries to contain the attacks here for Kaya. But of course, he's not alone there. Stallion Laguna has a solid back four. Nieras, Villarreal, Silva, and then sometimes it's Belgira, sometimes Aristorenas. Rio Fuji denied right away by Villarreal, but it's going to be Kaya FC once again, looking to make the most out of this situation. Only a throw in here. As we see Casambre. They try to send it right back to Casambre. They lose control. Although Abu C, medyo nagmadali that time around. It ends up with Kaya once again. And you know, Kaya FC, in search for their first major silverware. Rota. Coach Yu Hoshide, as we see the ball ending here in the left flank. Good through ball there. Here's the connection. And that is the second goal for Kaya FC-Iloilo. What a sequence. What a play. And they double their lead.
Nasa akin, sir. Bossing.
What a through ball from Casambre. And Jan Melisa. Papaunlakan ulit tayo dito for the second goal. Kaya FC doubling their lead here in the 21st minute. What a play that was. We'll see it right here. Casambre just threads the needle past two defenders. Daiso delivers, and Jan Melisa with the finish. What a sequence that was for Kaya, showing why they are, as of the moment, as it stands, on top of the league table. If you're Stallion Laguna, of course, it's been a while since you have found yourselves in this situation. We talked about how Stallion just shut 3 teams in their past 3 matches. And now they are suddenly down. It's a test of character here. Oh, great back pass that time around inside the box. And Rota, man down here for Kaya FC, as it appears Simone Rota just obviously absorbing the force of that ball. And Henrique was there, quick to perhaps just tell Rota it's part of the game. Well, you saw the speed of that in real time as they tried to send one while inside the box. And Simone Rota, well, looks like he is in good spirits now. Napangiti na lang doon. That's part and parcel of his duty as a defender. You'll be shaken up. Well, anytime you have a ball hitting your face, going full speed at you, but you have to commend Rota back up on his feet. If you're Stallion Laguna, that's what you want. You want to pressure Kaya during the counter attack. These are some of the opportunities that they know they're going to get. So our referee just instructing Rota to stay doon sa kanilang technical area for now. As Kaya momentarily down to 10 men. It's going to be a chance here for Stallion Laguna. Bailey weaving, trying to dance, but Casambre just stays with it. Trying to thread that needle. Saan sila pupunta dito? Back to Angeles. And they will keep possession for now. But Kaya bringing it to them. Nieras will send it to C using his head, and Rota finally clears it. Robert Lopez Mendy and Villarreal trying to contest for possession of the ball, and obviously Robert Lopez Mendy has some choice words for our official because Villarreal medyo hinawakan siya doon. We'll see that on the replay. After the whistle was blown, just something extra from Villarreal. And Robert Lopez Mendy didn't appreciate that. Nevertheless, back into play. 26 minutes have gone by here in the first half. Stallion, and it is cleared by Kaya. If you're just joining us, well, two men down momentarily, and now it's Villarreal. And they will have to send this out. Oh, play on. Villarreal back up on his feet. So we continue the action here. Bailey. See. Here's the setup, but good defense by Kaya. Great defending by the black shirts. A Stallion lose control. Could have been a chance there. And obviously, Angeles holding on to yung tagiliran nitong si Daizo as he gets decked. Kenry Balobo, the shot stopper for Kaya FC once again. We keep on saying what a luxury, to have Balobo right there and still have the likes of Quincy Camerad and then Banzon. Nieras will collect. Good defending from their captain. Ooh. Good showcase of skill there for Bailey, but they lose control. Angeles, now he wins it back for himself, redeems himself right away. Sends a through ball here to Abu C, who will try to kickstart his attack. They send it to the other side. Enrique. And now it is Stallion looking to pounce. There is space. Oh. It ricochets off a Kaya player. Second ball for Stallion rather. Keeping it to their control. And that's the patience you like about Stallion Laguna. Showing that maturity as, of course, Also part of that conversation when it comes to contenders. You can't just count them out. Takusalme. Simone Rota. Well, looks like he is fine. Back to Camelo, Takusalme. Those two, of course, making up the defense here. Part of the final line for Kaya. And they've done a remarkable job in their previous matches. Eric Giganto had a brace against Maharlika Manila FC. Just displaying what he can do. Takusalme communicating, tries to send one to Robert Lopez Mendy. Masyadong napalakas, and it will be Mike Asong collecting and giving it to Villarreal. Was slide there made by Mendy. Risky challenge there, but it pays off. That delays the attack here for Stallion kahit papano. And Rota will have to send it back to Balobo. Not the finest of touches from the veteran that time around, but he makes up for it right in time. And Jan Melisa. If you're just joining us once again, Daiso Horikoshi, the opening goal, and then Jan Melisa doubling the lead here for Kaya. And as it stands, it is a 2-goal advantage for the men in black as we approach the half-hour mark here. Once again, kinagagalak po namin na kayo ay makasama. It is a Sunday afternoon here inside the PFF National Training Center in Carmona, Cavite. Philippines Football League. We continue the action here, of course, brought to you by Qatar Airways. You're joining us live from our YouTube and Facebook platforms. Kaya once again in a dangerous zone, and it's going to be a corner conceded here by Stallion.
Side ball ba?
We'll see that, and
side ball.
Obviously a defender from Stallion. Before conceding the corner, that was, I think, Koichi. Medyo tinamaan doon. Now, here is the delivery for Kaya. Good defending that time around for Stallion. A last-ditch attempt for Bailey to try and prevent the corner, but to no avail. It's going to be another one here for Kaya. A set piece on the opposite side. Horikoshi, who has perhaps already 9 assists at the very least here in the league. Good aerial in that one, and Michael Asong will tap it away. But Kaya, of course, will keep the possession and try another one. That gives us a good picture of both Melisa and the scoreline so far. Jan Melisa. It's going to be a 4th consecutive corner here for Kaya. As about a dozen minutes left here in the first half. Once again, Kaya FC-Iloilo with a 2-0 cushion as it stands. And of course, knowing their mentality, they're never going to be satisfied with that. Daiso. And uncharacteristically for Kaya. Will finally end up with Stallion this time around. They send it ahead to the attacking third, but not much pink shirts that time around as Balobo will send it back the other way. Casambre. Nieras. And now Daiso. As we go back and forth here. Oh, look at the control in that one, and Asong will be active and alert to go out of the goal area and collect. Abu C sends it to his teammate Bailey. And again, if you're Stallion, you just have to ensure that the share of possession you're getting here, make the most out of it. It starts with, of course, the defense, and then to the midfield. Nieras, however, on that instance, will lose control. A good touch for him. Casambre. Trying to choose. Robert Lopez Mendy shows himself. On the touch passing, Stallion able to intercept. Nieres will send one ahead. And so Stallion Laguna slowly but surely here getting to that preferred area. Nieras to Aristorenas. Villarreal all the way back to Asong. They will try to reset here and recalibrate. Silva. Oh, sends one to the left flank. Will there be a follow-up here for Stallion inside the box? And Rota will clear it. Good sequence there for Stallion as they string together some brilliant passes. And that's definitely going to be a confidence booster here. Although the defense here for Kaya FC, of course, not giving room. They'll try to be intact as much as possible. Nieras to C, returns it. Oh, just great defending there from Daiso Horikoshi as they prevent further trouble. Talking about Kaya. Villarreal trying to get crafty. As we have a good glimpse of Coach Yu Hoshide here. The coach for Kaya FC-Iloilo. Leading his squad to, right now, 8 wins and just 2 losses for a league best 24 points. 3 points ahead of both Cebu and United City. Of course, we had that match between Cebu and the Ascal's development team postponed to a later date. It's going to be a counter here for Stallion. Enrique, will he keep it in play? He does. Try to send it to a more dangerous area here. Bailey trying to evade the defense of 2. He does. Where will he go? There's space on the left, or the right side rather, Abu C. And finally Ryo Fuji able to get in the way and deny Stallion that opportunity. Aristorenas, they go to the left flank this time around. He will try to dance. Itong si Belkira, Koichi. Still Stallion here as they put a bit more pressure on Kaya. Dun sa kanilang attacking third, Henrique. Koichi will send across, and look at Kenry Balobo going out of his area, and he just dodges that bullet away. Great mindset by Balobo that time around, as Stallion Laguna, you can sense it that they're really feeling they're getting close to getting that chance, that quality shot. It's been a better last 5 minutes or so here for Stallion Laguna FC. That is for sure, as Rota falls down. So we take a good look at, again, Rota. And of course, Finn McDaniel. Player number 8 for Stallion, their leading goal scorer with 4 in the season. And then Abusi, of course, not far behind with 3 goals of his own. Henrique and Fuji get entangled. And the foul is whistled here by our referee. Approaching the 40th minute here for the first half. About 5 more minutes plus added time. Aristorenas is down. Here is the lob. And Daizo Horikoshi frustrated sa kanyang sarili. Perhaps napasobra yung pectus doon, yung tinatawag nga na English, that spin on the ball, as it just went out into a goal kick for Asong. Angeles, they will choose the left. But some pressure here from Kaya. Oh, great touch passing by Stallion as they recalibrate here. It's going to be a slide for Rota, still Stallion, and they take one back. It is Koichi Belgira for Stallion Laguna. What a fine run from player number 22, and Stallion is on the board. Here in the 41st minute. As we always say, you can never count them out, and that is exactly why. Koichi, after a through ball, he just weaved past the defense. Rota, a risky challenge that gives a lot of room for him to take that, and he just puts it in. So it's a top right corner, a powerful attempt, and that finds the back of the net here for Stallion Laguna FC. And boy, do we have an interesting match unfurling right before our very eyes. Still a lot of football left here. About 5 more minutes here in the first half, and we have the entire second half of action. We've seen how Stallion Laguna, of course, won matches where they have trailed at the start. And of course, they've also fallen short a couple of times against United City, against Cebu. But you know that they can come back from those early deficits. Baliwala lang sa kanila yan, that maturity showing for Stallion Laguna. And that's what happens when you have a good system in place. 43 minutes into this match. Nothing short of exhilarating for both Stallion and Kaya. Once again, we're coming to you live from the PFF National Training Center here in Carmona, Cavite. It is Levi Virora on the call. Glad to have you join us from our Facebook and YouTube platforms. Daizo Horikoshi, the opening goal for both sides. And then Maya-maya, dinoble ng Kaya ang kanilang kalamangan. And then of course, just moments earlier, Koichi getting one para sa Stallion as they cut the gap, they cut the margin. It is just one goal separating these two sides. Mendy able to turn, but he is too deep into that. As whistle is finally blown, it's going to be an obvious foul on the slide by Lopez Mendy. We'll see that again. Nauna yung kapit sa balikat, and he knows it. He was just smiling. Of course, that will not go unnoticed para sa ating match referee. Stallion Laguna, now they can sense the opportunities here. Such a big confidence booster for them. And it goes without saying, already, so far, thus far, a better performance here for Stallion because, again, nung una silang nagharap, it was 3-0 for Kaya. Look at the change of direction by Daiso on the rebound. Eric Giganto bothered by Silva. What about that show of skill by Daiso, changing directions? And Nieras, that allowed him to set up for Giganto on the rebound. And credit the effort of Silva, of course, denying that initial pass. But again, it's going to be a set piece here for Kaya. They have won several corners here throughout the course of the first half. And I believe that was Villarreal. Better defending here for Stallion at the very least. One of the players here for Kaya who is also not around, it's Carlisle Mitchell. Siya yung puntahan ng Kaya. Usually, when it comes to these corners, because of his height advantage, we've seen him convert a header from a corner. Yun nga lang, wala siya dito for Kaya. Melissa, here is the delivery. And the foul here. So perhaps an opportunity once again for Stallion Laguna as they try and seek that equalizer. We are in the added time of the first half, I believe. About a couple of more minutes before the conclusion of the first half. Stallion, they have leveled just in terms of the volume of possessions here, and they're creating chances for themselves. Mendy. Oh, things getting a bit chippy here between Lopez Mendy and Henrique, number 23 for Stallion. Casambre will lob it forward, but Villarreal was there, and then Nieras. Good touch. As on the collision, straight into a yellow. Someone's been booked here for Stallion. Looks like it's Angeles, number 17. After colliding.
Nakuha na mo, James.
Looks like that was Casambre. Salpukan sa ere yung dalawa, and again, it was Angeles of Stallion getting booked. Shaken up, obviously, is Casambre as he tries to recover. So, I believe that's the first yellow for this match. Going to be a set piece here for Kaya, perhaps also the final play of the first half. Daiso. Whistle has already been blown. On the header, that was dangerous. It goes over the bar, and that is the end of the first half. Stallion Laguna FC right back at it, but it is
Out now,
Kaya
boss
FC
6.
Iloilo for
Boss
now
6, out now.
with a 2-1 lead as we enter the break. We will have the first half highlights in just a short while, as what a first half that was for both squads. Talking about Kaya FC Iloilo, the visitors, and of course Stallion Laguna FC. As we all know, Daiso Horikoshi was the opening goal scorer, as we just take a look at the action here. Sketri Malobo, Rodrigo Fuji, and Marco Casambre sends a beautiful delivery to Daiso Horikoshi. Of course, the two appreciate each other, good connection there. And after that, of course, Kaya FC Iloilo just kept on attacking. This was the second goal. Look at that beautiful through ball, threading the needle, and then Daiso will send it to John Meliza in his return to the starting lineup. Meliza will once again find the back of the net. And of course, not to be outdone, Stallion Laguna, as we see that beautiful denial made by Malobo, but it was Koichi with that left-footed strike that puts Stallion Laguna on the board. And boy, we have lots of football in store for you in the second half. So BBT, once again, this is your 2022-2023 Philippines Football League season brought to you by Qatar Airways. Magbabalik po kami for the second half. And we are back here inside the PFF National Training Center here in Carmona, Cavite. Magandang hapon, Pilipinas. And we are still live to you from our Facebook and YouTube platforms. This is your continuing Philippines Football League 2022-2023 season brought to you by Qatar Airways. It is Levi Verora on the call. Once again, magandang hapon po sa kanilang lahat. And it is Stallion Laguna FC trailing Kaya FC-Iloilo, the visitors, after 45 minutes and change. 1-2 is our scoreline so far. Pinaunlakan tayo ni Daizo Horikoshi at the start of this match. And then Kaya doubling their lead with another incursion from Jan Meliza. But of course, not to be outdone here. Stallion Laguna bumawi doon sa latter stages ng first half behind Koichi Pelgira as they pulled one back. And in just a short while, we will begin second half actions. 3 changes for Stallion Laguna here as we see the entry of Tuazon, of Pickering. And it's going to be an interesting chess match as well. Yu Hoshide, kung paano siya mag-a-adjust, as well as, of course, the coaching staff of Stallion Laguna FC. Coach Ernie Nieras, the veteran tactician here for Stallion Laguna, alongside his hard-working coaching staff. Moments away from the start of the second half. Momentum, of course, slightly on the side of Stallion Laguna after taking one back and cutting into that gap. It's going to be a matter of adjustment here for Kaya FC Iloilo. They have been in this situation before, talking about Stallion trailing, but then just giving that fight into their opponents. And we begin the action here in the second half. As it stands, it is still Kaya with the lead, 2-1. But of course, never down and out itong koponan ng Stallion Laguna. Eric Giganto, uumpisahan ang atake dito for Kaya. So once again, 3 changes here for Stallion as Yannick Tuazon has entered the field. And then, of course, Charles Pickering is going to give a different look here for Kaya FC defensively, to say the least. Throw in here, they send it to the box. Will Mendy be able to turn? 3 shirts immediately converging. And whistles finally blown here as Giganto acknowledges. And that's a good look on Koichi Belgira. Once again, the goal scorer for Stallion Laguna FC. They will, of course, not let this match slip away. That's the character that they have. Early moments here of the second half as Kenry Balobo will get his first touch with the ball. What an action-packed first half we just saw unfold. Rota. No changes for Stallion, or rather for Kaya, as they keep their 11 on the pitch intact. But of course, Stallion just switching it up here, trying to confuse Kaya. See. But perhaps that instance medyo nagmadali. Now we scramble here in the midfield. Whistle is blown. It's going to be one back by Kaya. As Finn McDaniel. Again, their leading goal scorer for Stallion, 4 goals in the season. Abu C not far behind with 3. Rota. It's good to see Simone Rota obviously not bothered by that fall he had earlier. Giganto, good touch, passing, and connection between the two. Melisa, Giganto with some aerial into that one, but it's going to be Michael Asong in the thick of things.
Out ko na lang boss 6. Out ko na
So
lang.
possession for Stallion here dito sa kanilang
Camera. Tapos pag nag-in parang sobrang
attacking half. McDaniel,
ganyan.
Koichi, and now to Aristorenas. Angeles. And this is the patience that we're talking about. Well, Stallion, they know what to execute and how to execute it. Those opportunities will just open up for them.
Layo naman.
They lose control, however, that time around. And now it's with Kaya. Still anybody's ball here. It just goes back and forth. And it looks like there is a stoppage in play. Casambre. He has a penchant, of course, for those throw-ins that's just accurately targeting his teammates deep into that left flank. And Asong, of course, will not be challenged by that. Well, some black shirts within his distance. Koichi matched up against Giganto. Silva, now the wearer of the captain's armband. The Brazilian defender, Gabriel Silva, number 5 for Stallion. Tuazon, of course, right there in the midfield. Abusi. Giganto. And Silva right there, very alert. Odi Benzi, part of the starters here for Kaya. Of course, owing to the fact that Nano Amita is serving a suspension. Carlan Mitchell also not in uniform for Kaya FC, so of course the Iloilo side trying to mix it up. And now it ends up with Stallion C. But no connection made there to McDaniel. That was a missed chance for Stallion. They are in search of the equalizer, obviously, past the 50th minute mark of this affair. Kenry Balobo will get another touch as he sends a long one to the middle of the field. Rota will take it back, and a whistle blown here by our referee. And it is put back into play by Balobo. Able to recover was Kaya. And they send it over doon sa bandang kanan. Mendy to Giganto. But he fell down. And now Silva will clear it into a potential counter here for Stallion. That's what they're dangerous. C against Rota. A shot on goal, and it is saved by Balobo. That will not challenge Balobo, who is, of course, a proven winner in the collegiate level. But, of course, a decent run at it for Stallion. Diyan sila minsan nakakaalagwa those counter-attack opportunities that sometimes leave their opponents behind. And another foul is blown here by our official. Robert Lopez Mendy having a friendly chat with our referee. And kitang-kita naman doon sa ating instant replay. Just warding off with that right forearm. And that, of course, hit. Looks like itong si Pickering. Straight into the box. Not sure what Stallion had in mind that time. Abu C and Finn McDaniel yet to establish themselves doon sa unahan. So, Rota and Takusalme. Of course, just one half of the defense here for Kaya. They try to push it forward into their attacking third. Already with a 2-1 lead. And as we keep on telling our fans, with such mentality, they will never be satisfied by that. And Allen Angeles. It is taken quickly here. Not much support for Abu C, but he will take the matter into his own hands. Perhaps not the best decision making there for C, although possession will stay with Stallion. And now perhaps they can follow up. Pickering tried to thread that needle, but too much black shirts getting into the path of that ball. And an obvious foul here as Daiso hits the field. Yes, that slight shove coming from Stallion. That will not go unnoticed, and Kaya FC will try to regain, of course, the control, at least of the volume, the share of the possession here early on in the second half. We are past 10 minutes into the second half, 56 minutes overall. Kaya protecting this cushion that they have. Of course, they would love to add to that. Villarreal getting into the path of Robert Lopez Mendy and clears it. Casambre to Lopez Mendy. On the second touch, Casambre once again. Robert Lopez Mendy bothered by two pink shirts, and it almost pays off. Although, it's going to be another corner here for Kaya, a department that they have dominated in this contest so far. Last contact for Stallion, and that's the only reason why, of course, a corner has been awarded once again to Kaya. They take it short. Oh, this is the play that they love, and Daiso. It goes out, just hitting that side of the goalpost. One Gallena has also been inserted here by Stallion Laguna, player number 11. One Gallena Trujillo. C desperately trying to win it back. Rota with some pressure from C, and Balobo. Not the finest of touches. Definitely not. As it will be a corner here. Won by Stallion. If you're Kenry Balobo, you will have to make up for that, and You can see it right now. Allen Angeles will be the designated taker. Let's see how this pans out for Stallion. As we approach the 58-minute mark, there's some good aerial into that. C makes contact to the ball, and finally Balobo will collect. Again, we're seeing Stallion in those build-up plays. Nagsimula yan dun sa mga huling sandali ng first half. And as we saw Koichi deliver that goal to cut this cushion to just 1 goal for Kaya. And from there, it's been steady for Stallion. They're right up there with the league leaders. And yun naman ang gusto mong gawin in this match, yung subukang pantayan yung kalaban mo. Although right now into the left flank, losing control. Good defending that time around by Charles Pickering, as possession was just lost. We have a couple of substitutions here. Looks like Mar Diano and Fitch Arboleda are set to enter the field for Kaya FC Iloilo. It's going to be Odi Menzi and Eric Giganto who will call it a day for Kaya FC. So Mar Diano, player number 12, and then player number 22, Fitch Arboleda. Now part of the action here for Kaya FC Iloilo, that will shake up some things here and give themselves a different look. Rota moves forward on the volley. Abu C on the first touch just gives it to his left. Good setup in mind. Too much power at may halong gigil on the volley from distance, from outside of the penalty box. And so Kaya will reorganize, but we can see Stallion pressing a bit here. We've been mentioning how they can just sense it, and knowing Stallion, they love those counterattacks. See, a whistle is blown. It's going to be Stallion with a set piece here. In a more favorable position just outside of the box for Stallion Laguna, as they are still in search of the equalizer. We have just approached the 1 hour mark of our match. Just 30 more minutes and a few. Or perhaps on that extension of the right leg for Ryo Fuji. Kaya siya natawagan doon. And that was set piece here for Stallion. It's going to be 4 players making up that wall for Kaya, looking rock solid. Finn McDaniel is going to take this. He was discussing earlier, and straight into the goal. It is Kenry Balobo. That was a quality attempt nevertheless for Finn McDaniel. Balobo, and once again having a problem with those touches. Very animated was Balobo. Not sure if you heard it on the broadcast, but he is definitely disappointed with how that kick was taken. Some pressure here. Arboleda, former Stallion Laguna player himself. And finally, Kaya FC Iloilo. Diano to put it in. Robert Lopez Mendy. Tuazon. to Koichi. Being chased there by Arboleda. They send it backwards for now. Silva. And to Reynald Villarreal. Aristorenas.
Ay.
Unable to make contact with that. And Kaya FC Iloilo. Let's see if they will make their opponents pay. Mendy lost control. Sayang na pagkakataon doon for Kaya FC Iloilo as it is sent forward by Stallion. And the ball just sails out. But we know Stallion Laguna, when they have those openings to counter, they will not waste any time. Henry Balobo. Seeing a good glimpse of Kaya's goalkeeper. One of the three they have for the lineup. Rota. Players scrambling once again for possession in the midfield. Ends up with Abusi. Will he have the numbers here? Sends it to McDaniel. Is able to switch direction. Tuazon. And that was way above and out. Yannick Tuazon. You know that Stallion Laguna, they're just in search of that equalizer. So every opportunity they're going to get. Although, finding the balance, of course, just being more deliberate and cautious with how you're going to approach the attack is also key. Again, we've seen them overcome deficits before. Maalala natin, Maharlika Manila FC took the 1-0 advantage against them, pero they ended up winning that one 2-1. And then against Dynamic Herb Cebu, what a goal fest that was. Maalala natin, our partner Claro Manzano made the call of that match. Lamang yung Cebu, but trying their best was Stallion Laguna. 4-3 was the final of that match. Kung maalala nyo, doon sa first round. Kaya. Well, now it's Kaya. Arboleda backtracking a little bit against the much taller Silva. Oh, and whistle is going to be blown. And looks like Silva knows it. As Fitch Arboleda, hurt from that challenge. Gabriel Silva paying the price. This is a good look at it. Arboleda. Oh boy, he just got the legs of Arboleda that time around. It's going to be a spot kick here for Kaya FC Iloilo as a golden opportunity arises for them to extend the cushion here. And of course, Fitch Arboleda for now, susubuking ipagpag ito. Again, a risky challenge from Silva. He pays the price. And it's going to be Robert Lopez Mendy. No one else keeping him from scoring, except of course Michael Aso in between the sticks. It definitely doesn't get any closer than this for Kai as they try to double the cushion once again. In the 68th minute of the match, Robert Lopez Mendy being activated quite late into the first round, but definitely making his impact here for Kaya FC. There is the go signal. Oh, what a denial by Mike Asong. What a save by Michael Asong. Wow. He just guessed it right. And Robert Lopez Mendy will probably be dreaming of that. Look at Mike Asong. Guessed it right. Pumunta dun sa kanyang kaliwa as we preserve this scoreline. It is still a 2-1 lead for Kaya. And once again, Abu C will feel the damage from that collision. Abu C will get a good look of what happened that time around as Fuji was chasing. At ayun na nga, looks like that one hit the shin of Abu C. Mike Asong, what a save that was. It could have easily been 3-1. Rota. And now there is some pressure from Stallion, although Black Shirts have re-established themselves defensively doon sa loob ng penalty box. And an obvious foul as well. That will not go unnoticed for Juan Gallena. Just using that elbow dun sa tagiliran. And of course, if it's shoulder to shoulder, that's legal, but not that time around. Just that slight shove from a position where they were side to side. Not a legal play on the ball that time around. But now Robert Lopez Mendy will try to redeem himself, but not the finest of touches on the strike. Mardiano. Meliza tried to flick it to Arboleda. We definitely have no shortage of the action here for both Stallion and Kaya.
Uno, di ba siya?
Of course, Stallion naghahabol as it stands. Kenry Balobo just discussing among his teammates, the defenders in particular. Kaya FC still in the driver's seat, but for how long? That is the question, as it is Robert Lopez Mendy making a connection to Arboleda. But not for long, as Asong will send a long one to C. Kanina pa hinahanap ng Stallion Laguna yan, that C to Finn McDaniel connection from the long ball. Janjan Melisa getting in the way, but so is Koichi, and now to the left flank, Yannick Tuazon against Diano. It is going to be a stalemate here as the referee will finally blow his whistle. Good attempt there for Stallion Laguna to try and capitalize. But now there's going to be more problems here for Stallion Laguna. Kaya FC, they will not take the chances here, as Harvey Gayoso has now entered the 11 for Kaya on the field. He replaces Robert Lopez Mendy, and we know what Harvey Gayoso is capable of for Kaya FC-Iloilo. A critical substitution here for the Black Shirts as we enter the latter parts of the second half and this match in general. Kaya FC, hindi sila papakasiguro dito, inserting Harvey Gayoso, one of the leading goal scorers, not only of the team but also the entire PFL. Oh, will miss on that intended connection from Diano. "73 minutes and counting here as we see more substitutions here. Jorol Aristorenas will call it an afternoon, and it is going to be a key substitution as well for Stallion Laguna FC. That's already their fourth substitution, their fourth change in this match. So they have room for one more. They've made 3 right after the first half, as they are still in search of that equalizer. Will Kaya protect this margin and get the full 3 points? Or will Stallion find the equalizer as they split? Marco Casambre.
Airlock ba yung nakasulat din? Airlock.
Back up on his feet as it's going to be a set piece here for Stallion Laguna. There's some last minute instructions here. And here is the lob to inside the box, and Balobo will grab that from the skies. And getting a shoulder tap as well from Rota. Saying good job. Rota sending a wild one, and it's going to be Asong, of course, right there to collect. Plenty of time here for Stallion Laguna to find that second goal in this match. 75 minutes into this. Trying to send the through ball to Finn McDaniel, but it was Rota who gets the touch. Back and forth we go here. Angeles. Someone is running to the left flank. They deny it initially, and finally won back by Kaya. Oh, a second opportunity here for Stallion. Gallena, and now to the right flank. Just a matter of may konting gigil na rin doon, of course, on the part of Stallion, as that was not controlled well. Charles Pickering. Kaya still on top, 2-1 as it stands. They have been threatened for several instances here. They also had a golden chance doon naman sa kabila by way of a penalty, but such a brilliant save by Asong on the try by Robert Lopez Mendy, preserving the scoreline here, and of course giving Stallion Laguna FC still that opening. The door remains open for them as it is now C, and that is going to be a straight red, as someone's been hit in the head.
Salpukan.
And Simone Rota, Allen Angeles, getting attended to by the medical team. That's the collision that happened. Of course, Simone Rota, hindi na siya nag-react doon. I think he knew what he just did, and such an encouraging sign here for Allen Angeles to be back up on his feet once again. So Kaya FC momentarily down to 10 men as Rota, of course, has been sent off. Diretso into a red card for him. And a set piece once again for Stallion Laguna in a favorable spot here RV Gayoso inviting on the Japanese duo of Horikoshi and Ryo Fuji to make up that wall, at least to bother yung visual nitong Stallion, as looks like it's going to be Finn McDaniel once again to take. Rafael Nogueda standing by dun sa touchline. Looks like he will replace Juan Trujillo Gallena. Whistle has been blown here. McDaniel past the wall. Was there a touch with a Kaya player? Well, looks like none, says the referee, so goal kick for Kaya Iloilo. It looks like Kenry Balobo is also suffering from a bit of cramps here, as he was standing by for the goal kick, and now Martiano will attend to his teammate. Kanyang left leg, kailangan na ng kaunting tulong dito. And the medical team of Kaya now approaching Balobo. As you see a good picture of Martiano assisting. And now the medical team of Kaya FC will attend to their goalkeeper. As looks like there's some tightness doon sa left thigh ni Kenry Balobo. We are about 80 minutes into this match. 10 more minutes and change. Kaya FC-Iloilo still on top, 2-1 against the very eager side of Stallion Laguna FC. Once again, kinagagalak po namin na kayo ay makasama. This is your live and exclusive broadcast presentation, the Philippines Football League, brought to you by Qatar Airways, coming to you live from the PFF National Training Center in Carmona, Cavite. As life goes on for, of course, our professional footballers, and that we have football this afternoon, of course, is just testament to these gentlemen on the field continuing, showing up to work as our frontliners, as our heroes. Looks like Balobo is ready to put this one into play once again. And Kaya FC, like what we said, they will never settle for this score line. They will try and get some attempts here, as it is now Harvey Gayoso. Will there be a follow-up here? It is 4 pink shirts chasing. And good defending by Stallion. Silva. Send it to Asok first, and now finally Yannick Tuazon will try to kickstart the attack here for Stallion. And Kaya doing just enough to win possession back, but just as we say that, Gayoso targeting Miliza, was that? But of course, he was going a different direction, so Stallion will once again get a crack at this. Gabriel Silva. They go to the left side. There is lots of room here. A miscommunication on the part of Rafael Nogueda. And Martiano. With a throw in here for Kaya. But of course, as you can see, Stallion now starting to press. Obviously, just conscious about the time element as well, as they try to salvage perhaps a draw. About 7 more minutes of regulation before the added time. Mardiano will send a long one. And Arboleda. It's going to be still Kaya and Daiso Horikoshi. It's going to be Mardiano here to deliver. Just like Marco Casambre has a penchant for those throw-ins inside to the box. But Gab Silva was there. And now Abusi. Stallion.
No.
Bit of brush contact that time, but nothing to merit a foul, says our referee. Melo Tacosalme getting into the way. And Kenry Balobo will avoid further trouble here for Kaya. The long ball intended for Gayoso. And good defending that time around. Mardiano once again.
Mahalo ba? Baka mahulog ako eh.
They go to the right flank this time with Gayoso. Diano keeps it in play.
Baka mahulog.
Past two defenders is Fuji, who will take the matters into his own hands. But it is not much of a challenge there for Michael Asong. They send it ahead.
Baja.
Nugeda. Tuason. Abu C is right behind the things.
Likod ko.
Controlled there by Angeles, but a whistle blown. Five more minutes. Time slowly running away from Stallion Laguna as Kaya FC will perhaps just be fortunate to preserve this lead and of course the full 3 points as they add on to their cushion up top of the league table. Currently, again, they have 24 points, just 3 points as an obvious shove from Yannick Tuason. May halong frustration na rin on the part of Stallion Laguna.
Allotted time.
They've had their chances, those build-up plays. Arboleda, and look at Yannick Tuazon. And of course, Fitch Arboleda will feel that, perhaps hindi pa sa ngayon because of the adrenaline, but as they begin icing, as they begin the post-match recovery. And so it will lead to a free kick here as set piece for Kaya in a dangerous area. Meliza takes it quickly. Daiso being bothered by two defenders. Will send it back to Meliza. Good defense by Tuazon, but of course Meliza also trying to showcase his skill. With his boot. Meliza, and look at the pressure here. It finally pays off for Stallion Laguna. They still have a few minutes here for a counter. A bit of a counter here now. But look at Harvey Gayoso making impact here, winning the ball back for Kaya. That could be a crucial stop here for the men in black. But now Villarreal and also Pickering bothering him. It pays off once again. So about 2.5 minutes here plus added time. Abusi on the beautiful through ball being chased by Arboleda. Will this be it? No connection made. Nevertheless, oh no, it's going to be a goal kick for Kaya. A sorry miss on that opportunity for Stallion. That was a brilliant through ball for Abu C, who made that run. And then he just sent it into the box. But the follow-up, quite late. There's no solid connection was made. Otherwise, we could have been staring at a 2-2 scoreline. Kaya FC preserving their lead here as we enter the deep waters, the twilight zone of this match. And that is going to be Abu C. As Rio Fuji might have been hit from on the back of his head. And Abu C of course he was apologizing as well. Bello Takusalme. It's going to be, of course, a free kick here for Kaya with just less than a minute, and we'll just confirm how much added time there will be.
Ano ba, 6? Kala ko.
Kaya FC, of course, taking their time. And there's that bit of a peculiar strategy here. Of course, Daiso able to thread the needle. Wow, that could have been a dangerous build-up as well. And a bit of a confusion here. Stallion Laguna players in disbelief. Question is, do they have a case? Referee says it's going to be a corner for Kaya. We are in stoppage time already. Daiso and Jan Melissa, that's been the connection here. And once again, they're going to that strategy. It's going to be taken back by Stallion. They still have a few minutes here to string up something and salvage a draw and split the points, but they have to hurry. Silva. They send it ahead, and that is going to be Harvey Gayoso, called for a foul. Taken quickly here. Silva. Yannick Tuason. Koichi, the goal scorer for Stallion tonight. Here is the cross inside the box. Second ball for Stallion. Still Stallion. And that one goes way above and out. And before we conclude, of course, our broadcast, as we take a look at the replay first, Charles Pickering. And it appears, at least right now, Kaya will prevail as we enter the final few minutes of added time. Mike Asong, as Harvey Gayoso was making a chase for that one, attends to the ball. Silva And once again cleared by Kaya. Pickering. They go to the opposite flank this time. The right side. And Kaya retakes possession here. That could be the stop that seals it.
Nangyari.
Once again, we are just moments away from confirmation. And before we conclude this broadcast, we'd also like to send our heartfelt prayers and thoughts to June Badelic Jr., the family, the Badelic family in general, also Ruben Balot Doctora. Our thoughts are always with you. We are all brothers and sisters in arms here in the football community, as we always say. Kaya FC Iloilo 2-1. Daiso Horikoshi with the opening goal, and then Janjan Meliza, the second goal in the first half, before of course Koichi Milgira took one back for Stallion Laguna. But for now, as we see, it's not enough for Stallion. Gayoso with lots of space here, being chased around by two defenders, including Silva. It's a lot of allowance here for Stallion, of course. They have to hurry. Not the finest of touches there. And that is the confirmation. Kaya FC Iloilo, it wasn't an easy way out, but they have gotten the job done here. It is 2-1 for Kaya FC Iloilo as they take the full 3 points once again, preventing a comeback from Stallion Laguna FC. And as we see on your screens, Daiso Horikoshi, a solid candidate for man of the match. Once again, the opening goal scored by the Japanese national. Just a short while, we'll see the highlights once again. This match opened with Kaya FC getting a big share of the possessions. And this is how things begun for us here. Fuji to Casambre, and then the header slotted in by Daiso Horikoshi. That was only the 7th minute of the match. Then later on, after that, it was just all Kaya for the first 30 minutes at least. And then that long ball leading to this threading of the needle by Casambre. We will not get the assist there, but still the finish by Janjan Meliza. The assist will go to Daiso. But of course, Marco Casambre, part of that build-up. Then we saw some excellent saves as well from both Kenry Balobo and Mike Asong. This was the lone goal of the match for Stallion Laguna FC. Koichi taking one back late in the first half, weaving past the defense of Rota, who took the risk. And Silva also getting in the way to deny Eric Giganto. Also this in the second half, Gabriel Silva almost paying the price, but Robert Lopez Mendy was denied gallantly by Mike Asong. And of course, it was a highly physical and intense encounter for both sides. But in the end, it's going to be Kaya FC Iloilo once again with the 3 points as they preserve and extend their reign as the league leaders of your PFL season. Brought to you by Qatar Airways. And so, we thank you all for joining us once again on behalf of the entire Philippines Football League, brought to you by Qatar Airways. This has been Levi Verora on the call from Carmona, Cavite. We will see you at the games.
Okay. Pita na.